Hey, welcome to this episode of KraigFacts. God. We got a great show planned for you guys today. A couple things I want to cover. Hey, man, make sure you guys go download and purchase that Chill Withers Cluster B project. It'll be available for sale on the website very soon, so you can purchase it there. But until it's on the website, just go anywhere and listen to it. You can buy it off Apple Music, $14.99. Support the cause. I got a few new merch items coming as well. Make sure you support that. And guess what, man? Kicking off a 10-city tour coming up soon. The Get It From God stand-up and roast comedy tour. I'll also be doing a KraigFacts Live separate, but I'm doing the Get It From God stand-up and roast comedy tour. You'll see some of the funniest comedians in the country out with me. I'll be headlining, and above all, we'll be interacting and roasting with the audience as well at the end of each show, man. I can't wait to get out there and see y'all. Make sure you purchase your tickets, purchase the Chill Withers Cluster B and all the other albums, and if I owe you something, get it from God. God. Hey. Sad news today. Tina Turner, the icon, the fighter of women's independence. First black woman I can remember being an international hit. She had white men that wanted her, black men that wanted her. The remarkable Tina Turner dies.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Tina.
Tina, we gonna miss you. One of the things that makes it Tina Turner somebody that's close to my heart is when that movie came out, What's Love Got to Do with it, my mother and my sister were in that movie. They were extras in that movie.
Is that right?
And this is around the time that my parents had broke up. They got back together after, but they used to always split up and get back together. That was just like they thing, Smitty and Donna. And so my mother needed extra money. She was doing extra work aside from working at Northrop, Grumman or Grumman, however you say Grumman, whatever the fuck it is. And so her and my sister were doing extra work on the movie, and I was mad I couldn't go because I was too young. And when they left, I cried. How come I can't be in the movie?
You're too young, boy.
And, anyway, long story short, they went and did it. They came back with T-shirts and took pictures and stuff like that. So that was an early memory that I had. And my mother used to sing a lot. My mother has a very great voice. So, during that time, she would sing Tina Turner songs around the house, just joking around and stuff. So she's very close to my heart because she definitely reminds me of my mother, especially in the way that they look and sing and stuff like that. So rest in peace, Tina Turner. You will be missed. Yeah. Couple of little facts on Tina in case you guys didn't know. She was born November 26, 1939. Her real name was Anna Mae Bullock. Tina Turner was born in Nutbush, Tennessee. That is not an unshaven private part, Nutbush. She's 35% European, 1% Native American, and the rest African. She used to be the only female she used to be on the only female basketball team at Carver High School in Brownsville. Okay. When she was 17 years old, she took the microphone from Ike Turner's hands and blew the crowd's mind at a club when she started singing. Ike Turner was amazed, and thus the star was born. A Fool in Love was her first release in 1960, and it was the first song she recorded with Ike. She and Ike became a couple and got married in 1962. They went all the way to Tijuana. Tina Turner went through a lot with Ike Turner and decided to file for divorce in 1976. For almost 2 years after her divorce, she received food stamps. Oh, no. She was a signed recording artist on food stamps. She lived with friends and played small clubs to pay her debts. Tina Turner had two biological children, Craig by Raymond Hill and Ronnie by Ike Turner. Unfortunately, Craig passed away after committing suicide. Rest in peace to Craig.
Wow.
She became an adherent. What the hell does that word say?
Inherent.
Okay. She became an adherent of Nichiren Sushu Buddhism in 1971. Please correct me if I'm saying it wrong.
Okay.
Nam Mayaho Range Kayo was the spiritual chant that helped her to endure during difficult times. Nam de Mangora, however you say it. I remember it from the movie. You know how to say it?
Nope.
You know when she was born, minimum wage was 30 cents.
What?
30 cents an hour.
Damn, I remember days when ice cream was 25 cents, like the cones.
30
Yeah.
cents
Way
an
back
hour
then.
for minimum wage.
Cents an hour. You know, I actually met Ike Turner.
Did you?
Yeah, man. Like 16 years ago, I rapped for him. I rapped for him at his house, and he was with two ladies.
How the fuck did you get to Ike Turner's house?
Yeah, man.
Thank
I
you.
did.
Where was he living at?
Like in Hollywood Hills.
You
Of course he
remember?
was.
Do you remember the verse you spit?
He does. He just don't want to
man,
sell it to
was,
us.
no, it was for some cricket. I was playing cricket then, man, and we had some cricket music that was over in Europe, and it was a cricket song.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing like no straight hard hip hop, but he didn't understand it even then. But he would too.
He said he didn't understand
He
it.
didn't. It was rap.
He said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" That's how you know a verse is said. When a nigga say, "Man, what the fuck did you just say?"
Yeah, and he had two old young ladies with him. You know what I mean, like,
Old, young?
they were like old but younger than him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was pimping even then.
Was he?
Shout out to Ike. You know,
Shout
That's
out
what's
to
up.
Ike. You know, he bypassed the verse part.
I did.
He did. He changed it again. I want to hear it.
That's always so. I never was into spitting verses for people.
Yeah, it's just weird to me, man.
It feels like I'm beneath you two. You know what I mean? Like, man, accept me.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I got songs with some songs.
I
but
appreciate
whole
that.
thing, I'm like,
Because I hate when niggas just randomly start going, hey, listen. Like, no, I don't
No,
want
I don't want to hear. And then look, in your defense, if you had bars, Ike wouldn't know.
Yeah,
If
no, he
Ike would have
wouldn't
been
know.
like, "Hey, man, you got bars,"
Yeah.
you would have been surprised.
Yeah. I mean, there's been so many times that people like, you let me rap, and then when they rapping, they get to going around the room like, hey, you like that? And I see it coming my direction. I'm like, let me get it out of here because I don't like it. And then
Yeah.
they ask me, I'm telling them, nah, that shit was trash.
Right.
So I try to backpedal, you know what I mean? And then somehow they wind up behind me asking me again, what'd you think?
So,
God damn, man.
as
Like,
two artists, both y'all have done music.
sure, I've done-
Is someone saying, do a verse or whatever, is it the equivalent of saying, tell me a joke?
No,
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
it's the equivalent to somebody saying, "I don't believe you.
Yeah, like
okay.
like you ain't. Let me hear something.
I don't believe you."
Right.
You know, people always hit me with, "I didn't think you would be dope. I didn't think you would be funny."
Right.
So it's more that.
It's like, damn, like, all right, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So, but like Jay-Z once said, he said, nigga, I don't rap for free. Like, what am I, you know what I'm saying? Like, what,
So I guess it's similar
I
then.
was gonna say, you don't think?
Yeah, I think
when
it's
they say
similar.
tell me a joke, that's what they're trying.
But see, telling me a joke though, being a person that does both, like you guys, it's a different rhythm. Telling a joke,
Yeah.
as opposed to you can spit a verse and you don't really need rhythm,
right.
but you need understanding to really tell a joke. I mean, unless it's a one-liner or like a quick joke.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
knock joke.
Yeah, but like a true bit, you can't.
No, it's not the right setting.
Yeah, and then comedy is based on mood and
Yes,
energy. So it's got to be right, bro.
I think it's different for the performer, but the question asker is given the same doubt.
Right,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah,
Then it's likability is a part of comedy too.
you ain't made, or you ever had you ain't made me laugh.
Right.
I wasn't trying
I
to
don't
either.
want to get the fuck out of my face.
I get that all the time.
Rolling Stone had Tina Turner as the 63rd best singer of all time on the top 100 list. What do you guys think?
Third. That's a
Who
lot
is
of people
63 in front of her? That's a lot of people.
I couldn't name them all. Like 50 top best rappers, 63 singers.
That's
But
a
the singers
lot.
pit, right. She's on the list for sure.
yeah,
But
for sure.
63rd though?
But how do you get to that number? Like, how do you say?
Find that list. Find Rolling Stone's.
I think Whitney Houston was number one though.
No,
Was
Aretha
she?
Franklin was number one.
Aretha was.
Aretha
okay.
Franklin. Okay.
So where's Mariah at on that list?
Let me look. Yeah, because I
Mariah's
remember
gotta be up
hearing
there,
this
right?
recently, but
So is Whitney number 2?
You know what? I
No.
found out about her. She had the world record for the most tickets sold to a concert
Tina?
for years.
Tina?
nah.
Yeah, she
She gives-
sold 180,000 tickets
Tina gives a great show.
to one show.
That's
She's
dope.
like Beyonce is like the new age Tina Turner when it came
Right.
like giving out
To performing?
performing. Yep. She got her style from Tina, believe it or not.
Tina was also a citizen of Switzerland.
Yes.
Hey, yes, she was. She had dual
citizenship.
citizenship. I mean, she probably was moving drugs.
Yeah.
She had offshore accounts. Something was up with her.
Yeah.
Juan
Yeah.
Gabriel was
Damn, this
170.
is-
Juan Gabriel.
Juan
him before.
Gabriel. Yeah, hey. I don't
Juan
even,
Gabriel.
Dion, I don't even know who that is.
Dion. He got one name.
You're looking for the facts. But yeah, man, we just want to pay tribute to Tina Turner.
Yes,
we
yes.
love and respect you, everything you've accomplished.
Tina.
Rest in peace, Tina.
Rest in peace, Tina. God.
Rest in peace to a queen, a legend, Tina Turner. Much love. Let's roll down the river, and I'm rolling with you. God bless you. God bless your family. Thank you for all that you've done for us. Everything is wonderful. You had a great life, a great career, and we're here to celebrate you in life, not death. Peace.
Salute. This is the way I give a shout out to one of the greatest performers of all time, Miss Tina motherfreaking Turner. I'm flexing because she had some of the greatest arms and legs known to any entertainer, and she was just bad. And I'll tell you this. To this day, when I watch What's Love Got to Do With It, I fast forwarded to the limo scene where she fought back and she got her payback. Cause it hurts me to see her get close-fisted by a man. And you know what's so funny? I ran into him, the actor, not the real Ike. I ran into the actor who played Ike at the at this hike one day, and I wanted to take off on him. I was like, "Don't hit Tina!" I loved her. I love that woman. I love me some Angela Bassett. I love me some Tina Turner. So thank you. Salute to you for being Black excellence for so long. 83 years old. Of Black excellence and performing, one of the best who ever did it. So show your love for Miss Tina Turner.
Hey, I just want to take some time to say rest in peace to the God, Tina Turner. We've appreciated everything you've done on this earth as a woman, a musician, a mother. You'll never be forgotten. The strength that you mustered to get out of that bad relationship and just continue to be successful is just incredible. You have the greatest legs in the history of humanity, and just overall, you're just a dope woman, and there'll never be another like you. Shout out to Tina Turner. God, God, God. I don't really wanna cry no more. Rolling on the river, rolling on the river. Do 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 do. What's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? You took my heart and I can do the harmonica sound. Rest in peace. We love you. God, God, God.
What's up, y'all? I got a new series dropping, SOS, Stand Up on the Spot. It's the only freestyle comedy hour done with the participation and questions of audience members. Please purchase your pre-sale tickets and get access to those specials. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God, God.
Trendsetter, pacemaker, changed my heart. Did everything in tools, then built my ark. Cause I've been old, childish alchemist, cause I've been gold. A lot of rebounding like Robin on the Sparks, and I've been told great men do it cause they've been through it with the right bin bow. I judge ya on what happens when I'm done. Will she raise soldier when he raise gun? Or will he get exposure and D-Wade's son? We fought it out, bad tenant, her dad didn't gave notice and got it out. Now I walk in belief and travel without a doubt. I'm tougher than I used to be, though I fight less. Less about right, more righteousness. A mic with the mic to light distress, cause I'm different. We going up, 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 until we up. Now look at us. We going up, going up, until we up. I'm with Cube on this. What's in it for us? Walk Rosa off the bus and park her in a plus. Rolls Royce, ask my nigga Boyce. It's better when we up, cause black is not Irish, can't depend on luck. We have no friends, cause friends don't fuck each other out of ends and end up stuck. Trying to fit in when the end is us. Looking for a win when the wind blew dust. Wanna know how they feel? Recorded Clippers owner. Can racism heal? Just ask my nigga Donor. More power to the loner. Banks won't do it, so loan yourself time when you go through it. To the other side, the covers off my brother's eyes. A plaintiff in the suicide. We settle for this, you and I doing our thing. If the mouth don't open, then the voice can't sing. Going up, 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 up until we up, up,
God, God, God. Hey, man. What an incredible topic. We were just discussing. So what's going on, Deshaun? A man, and I don't know what part of the country this is in, but supposedly a man paid his last $8,000 child support payment in pennies. What's going on here?
This was in Virginia. He got himself a trailer, and it was 80,000 pennies. Took it to the I don't know if his ex-wife or his baby mama, didn't say, and he dropped it off just like that in the front yard. 80,000 pennies, and the wife and the mother, to me, did something super foul. It should
The wife
be like
and the daughter, right?
Yes, the wife and the daughter.
So the daughter of the man that dropped off the $8,000 in pennies, which is 80,000 pennies.
$8,000?
His wife, his divorced wife, and his daughter, who the wife turned against him, did what?
So they took the money for child support and donated it to an abusive shelter.
A domestic violence shelter.
They've been abused.
All right, so they took the money, the money that was given for the child support, which she pays monthly, up to 18 years, was now given to a shelter.
Yep.
It should be a crime if women try to turn their children against the father and vice versa.
Take the shoe out.
That should be
100%.
That should be a freaking crime, man. Let me tell you something. You know what that is? That's called parental alienation syndrome. Parental alienation syndrome is when one parent tries to turn the children against the other parent.
Right.
It normally occurs in relationships where one of the parents is a narcissist, and it's generally done by the narcissist. The alienating parent often shows either narcissistic qualities or borderline tendencies. Some alienators seek to extort money from their ex. I think this is extremely disrespectful. I think this is definitely a case of parental alienation syndrome, when you can get a child to accept disrespecting the work the father puts into being able to pay child support, because this child is unaware that the money you're giving away is for you. This is the money to take care of his daughter. You bitch. God. This ain't to give away to some women that's been beat up on and battered. Look, I'm all for helping women that have been beat up and battered, and men. This is no disrespect to you, but that's not your money. That's that child's money.
That's not his responsibility. The daughter is.
You know, I don't know why women feel like they can play with a man's money that has worked to support his kids.
So help me understand something. What's more petty, the money in pennies or her giving it away?
Her giving it away.
It's both. They hate each other.
They hate each other extremely.
They hate each other.
Right.
But when with a child being okay, because this is an 18-year-old child. 18-year-old. This is his last payment. So the fact that the daughter is okay with this, and she's at an age where she understands what child support is. She understands that her father has a job and works hard to support her. And she understands the nuances of the relationship between their parents. She's siding with her mother, who was completely in the wrong. You can't do this with the government's money. If you're on a supplemental nutrition assistance program, which is called SNAP, you can't take the benefits from being on EBT,
right,
and go buy tobacco with it,
right,
or alcohol,
true,
or pet food. You got to spend it on the people that make you eligible to get the government assistance. So why can we as citizens be a part of a government that won't allow itself to be disrespected by a woman or men, but allow us to be disrespected by a spouse? What she did isn't even illegal. And look, if a woman did that to a man, I would turn my back if he dope fiend her. And then I would come in after and help. Oh, man, you okay, man? But look, man, you can't be disrespecting somebody's hard work like that. Your emotionality doesn't nullify somebody else's efforts to do what they must do for you.
Emotionality.
I want to ask some women too. Like, if you're getting child support, is it okay to take the money and just give it away? Just blow. Right. If you're getting child support money, is it okay to blow it give it away, donate, do anything else but support the child.
It's not illegal, but it's called child support. Right. They have spousal support, and they have alimony for spouses. Absolutely. So you can do what you want with spousal support and alimony, but this is child support, not her support, not out-of-pocket women's support. This is some disrespectful shit. Look, if the government gives you temporary assistance they give away temporary assistance for needy families. It's called TANF, TANF, right? Mm-hmm. This is cash assistance. There's grants for eligible families to get cash to do things with. But these funds can't just be given away or used for anything. You can buy clothing and shelter. You can't gamble with it, which is what this lady did, donating to this shelter, donating to this cause is gambling. Can't buy alcohol with it. Can't illicit drugs. You can only purchase it for things that are relative to the help you're getting. Section 8 vouchers. These vouchers can only be used to pay rent.
Yep.
You can't buy a quarter key of cocaine. Right. You can't buy an ounce of bad weed or Reggie. Can't buy no Jordans. You can only take a voucher for Section 8 and use it to pay your rent.
I had a problem with this because so many women that are not getting child support that we like, oh, I wish he contributed. And now this woman is getting a man who's contributing.
Right.
And you just took the money. Because one, you don't even know if you donate to certain things, you don't know who's getting that money. We don't know. So you just took all the child support and she gave it away.
Look, even unemployment. Right. If you're unemployment and the government finds out you're spending your money frivolously on unnecessary purchases, they could actually stop your unemployment.
Wow.
You can't just spend unemployment on whatever you want to spend it on.
I just know if you get EBT, you can get food and food only.
Medicaid.
They don't even let you get napkins with it because that ain't food.
Medicaid. Medical funds can only be used to pay for medical expenses, including physician bills, prescription drugs, and hospital visits.
This how crazy this world is now, that you can give away your child's child support money to support your child and in return get $47,000 back. They donated money to her because she gave away her money. That's crazy.
That's correct. So people actually supported this.
Yes.
This financial witch.
Without the B. I should say with the B. We're going to say the witch.
People actually came to her aid. I feel like she disgraced herself. She disgraced her family. I'm not saying that this guy is any different for dropping off this payment in pennies.
Not. Right.
So I get that you guys hurt each other. And at the end of the day, as a man, it's always our fault. So
but my thing, though, after, I don't know when they broke up, but I'm assuming it was a while ago.
Yeah.
You would think after like 15 years, aren't you over being petty with this person?
They've been going at it the entire time.
Right.
I don't have a child. But if I did, if I hated you, a few years go by, I'm done. I'm like, I don't got the energy to keep hating you.
If you could drop pennies off at a doorstep, believe me, they've been going back and forth for years.
You went to the bank,
right?
Gave them money and said, give me pennies.
Yes.
Then you had to get these pennies. You had to transfer these pennies from the bank to your trailer,
right?
To go drop them off. I get it. It's hella petty. He's hurt.
Maybe
man, she's sleeping with his best friend or something.
Beyond that, like, ain't no telling what she's done. Because even her smile in the interview made me feel like I wanted to slap her. Like, oh, look at your smile. Look at you over here trying to be cute. She looked like she has, like, she's been petty with him with taking the daughter and turning the daughter against him. I saw that.
Right.
I'm not saying, I don't know what he's done. I'm not even, I'm not getting on that. But what I seen was the daughter is against her father. Clearly.
Yeah.
That's why I said the other day, man.
You should never do that.
This is unrelated, but the moral is the same. The other day we were talking on this show, and I said that in vitro fertilization, if two women decide to have a baby together via in vitro fertilization, that's a great thing. Consummate your love. But I think it should be illegal for them to have a boy.
Yeah, I agree. Wow.
Because you should have to prove that you don't hate men before you can raise a boy as a lesbian couple. Because some women actually hate the opposite sex based on traumas and things that have happened in their life, which is why they do all these different things to avoid the opposite sex, dressing like the opposite sex, dating the same sex, moving to communities where they're only, do you understand what I'm saying? You shouldn't be able to raise and cultivate something that you innately hate.
Fact.
Okay. So how do you feel about two gay dudes getting a daughter or a son?
I feel the same way. I feel like it should, and I'm not saying I'm right. If there's science to disprove this, then please put it there. But if two men are dating, they shouldn't be able to adopt a girl. What can you teach this girl about womanhood?
That's fact.
I'm sorry, you shouldn't be able to get use in vitro fertilization to make a girl. You should be able to adopt a girl, but I don't see the benefit unless you've already had children, a daughter or two, and then you do. But I don't see why. There should be something in place to prove that there is not some type of hatred or resentment for the opposite sex before they let a gay couple adopt a baby of the opposite sex. And some of you motherfuckers may say, oh, that's stupid. That's the most ignorant shit I've ever heard. But I've experienced hatred from the opposite sex. That's why I'm so sharp when it comes to it. And I pay attention to women do, because I've been the victim of some stuff.
And kids are cruel. Like, if you got to go to school knowing, oh, this person got two moms or two dads or, whatever, they going to use all that ammunition at school to joan in, to hurt you.
But imagine the psychological.
Kids go hard.
Imagine the damage you do to a child. Look, if you're gay, at one point you were in the closet.
Word.
If you have a straight child, that child is going to be in that same closet. Even if they're not gay, they're going to have to come out about you to their friends. Mm-hmm. Why should they have to deal with the scrutiny of that if that's not their life choice? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you being that way is wrong, but to me this relates to the topic today with the pennies and the whole her giving his money away. These are two people that hate each other. And it seems like she may have passed the hatred of her father down to the child.
Absolutely.
Because the child is okay with her mother giving away something that doesn't belong to her mother. It belongs to you, the child. It's called child support.
That's it.
I know when people usually have money, they go, I don't need that person's money, but it's not for you to decide. Mm-hmm. So if you got to get child support, this is what I used to tell my homeboy, because his ex-woman was supposed to pay him child support. I was like, put all the money into, because he was financially well. I was like, well, then just put the money into an account that for your son, so when he hits 21, well, I do it at 18, 21, 25, that he can get different amounts of just this money then.
Right.
But you can't, I don't see the benefit of doing what you want to do. Because what y'all did was you created this child, right? And then you thought less of me to take me to court.
Right.
So now I have to pay child support for whatever reason, guy, girl, whatever.
Right.
I'm paying it. Then the least it should do is go to the child. That's all I say. It should go to, I want to see it go to the child.
Man, I've been the victim of this type of hate, man. I've been the victim of a narcissist trying to destroy and discredit what I've accomplished. When I first got the situation with caffeine, a lot of people were mad about that. Mm-hmm. And just upset. Felt like I didn't deserve. They don't even know anything about the situation. Felt like I didn't deserve it. I was unworthy.
Isaac was one of them people. He was spreading rumors. Right? He didn't even know you then, but he was spreading rumors.
Right.
So halfway into this situation, somebody was able to find out who the decision maker for caffeine was, and they typed 2 nasty emails that were 99% false. And basically, in the email, we'll put a copy of it up so you can see how nasty people can be and how people will spread lies because of jealousy. In the email, the lady I was dealing with was a female. As far as who I was talking about, who my contact person was through caffeine. Somebody found out who she was, sent her an email, and in the email, they took the disposition that I was fucking this lady.
Yeah.
Never had sex with nobody at caffeine. This is strictly business. I don't fuck people I do business with anyway. But they wrote this lady a letter as if they were revealing to her that I was a guy that was a womanizer and treated women bad and she shouldn't do business with me because I'm going to just chew her up and spit her out like a dog bone. And you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They wrote her 2 emails in the month of November. The information in the email, here's what was crazy about the email. There was a couple accurate things in the email, a female's name and something that happened with me and the female. So that led me to believe that it was possibly that female who wrote the letter. But there was information that didn't go together in the email.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Which led me to believe that, there's 2 people in on this email.
Cahooting.
In cahoots. And some of the information was only information that could have been known by people that were around me. So for 5 or 6 months, I had to look at those around me and say,
you got to look at everybody like, yo, what's up?
which one of these dudes or a female hates me enough to come around me consistently
Oh, that's very disrespectful.
and try to sabotage something I have going on?
You not want to shake hands.
Ooh.
So when you talk about things like this vindictive thing that this lady and this man did to each other, somebody giving away money that somebody else earned is basically shitting on the efforts that they've made to fulfill their obligation.
Thoroughly.
You can't put nothing past nobody. Sometimes it's the person sitting right next to you that is the one planning on stabbing you in the back.
Right. And you're saying that
He
pennies
is sitting
ain't
directly
worth it.
next to me.
So when you see people making changes on all these podcasts or you see different shifts in different groups of people, it's because of this type of thing. Giving my money away that I earned to somebody.
How would you feel about, because I may or may not have went to the titty bar the other night to watch the Laker game. And so let's just say you give the money to a girl. She goes, hey, would you like a lap dance? You're like, yeah, here you go. Let's say $50. You give her $50. Then she walks right out and hands it to somebody else sitting at the bar. How would you feel?
I don't mind that.
Okay.
That's her money at that point.
But real quick, another side note too, just the child support thing. I feel like like my homeboy said, we should have automatic. It should be automatic. There should be DNA test when there's a birth.
I agree.
Off top.
Because if I raise this baby for 7, 8, 9 years and you go, this baby ain't yours.
Right.
Me and this child should be able to choke you out.
And just because the kid looks like me, you might just have a type of guys that look like me.
Hey.
I dated a girl, her son looked
If
like
you
me.
and I got the same girl pregnant, the baby could look like it could be either one of us.
Exactly. And that's
Look
a
at
fact.
these two
It's a
light
fact.
skins.
That's real.
Never
shit,
know.
though.
So I do think a DNA test should be involved.
100%. Like I dealt with a chick who her son looked like me as a grown up and as my baby pictures. But me before me and her had even touched.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was sleeping
they
with this
like-
woman one time, right? And this girl, she got pregnant. She's like, "This is your baby." I'm like, "Well, how do you know?" She said, "I just know." And she had a man 2-3 weeks before that, right? So she about 6 months pregnant now. As we're going back and forth, she's like, "You got to have sex with me. I'm gonna fuck somebody else with your baby in me," right? So she coerced me to sleep with her for the entire pregnancy, right? Just to have a baby, like, "Oh, it wasn't yours." It was fun, but not at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The point I'm making is you have to know who the fuck your baby daddy is, because that shit is terrible.
Right. And to bring this all back full circle, what I'm telling you, what this woman has, all these different variables have something in common. Any woman that would take child support and give it away is trying to fill a void. Anybody that would write a letter to someone or contact someone trying to sabotage money that they're earning is trying to fill a void. These are powerless people who will do anything to feel some sense of power. Don't put it past nobody, man. It's some shady people out here. I'm telling you. God.
So the homie out in Virginia paid his last child support payment in 80,000 pennies. This man went to the bank and said, I want all pennies. Then he got a trailer, filled it up, and went to his old lady's house and dropped it off. all pennies. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The level of pettiness, salute, because I got petty, but I ain't got petty in me. At some point, you just gotta let it go. The vagina can't be that good, my dude. But the ultimate disrespect. So the woman, she was like, oh, okay, you gonna drop pennies off? I got something for you. She took all the pennies and donated to a woman's domestic violence shelter, which you would have been attending if I'd have found out you took my money and gave it to somebody else. We would have had a problem. His daughter did it too. So, it was some dirty broads. So not only did you turn this daughter against her father, you turning another young lady into a dirty broad. Oh, we got too many of them running around. How do I know? Because I deal with dirty broads on a regular basis. In fact, I know something's wrong with me because they say you on track. What's wrong with you? And I get a lot of dirty bras. So something about me says, who are the lying bras out there? And they come on this way and they lie in my face. And you know what I do? I believe it. You know why? I am a sucker for love. So when she said, Deshaun, you're the biggest I ever had, I'd be like, really? I ain't the biggest I ever had. I ain't even gay. So I know it's a lie. But I believe it when they say it. 80,000 pennies dropped off. What would you do? I'd probably keep them personally. God. I'm going
to start out with the pettiest thing I've seen in a long time. That's a penny for your thoughts. This man had 80,000 thoughts that he left on his baby's mama's doorstep in change for his last child support payment. That's pretty creative. I ain't going to lie to you. I wish I'd have thought about it. Because when I have a baby's mama, I'm going to do the same thing. So the good thing is he gave me the idea ahead of time. This man was paying child support for 18 years. And I guess the turmoil they've been going through for 18 years taught him how to maneuver in the pettiest way. He dropped 80,000 pennies on the doorstep. But he wasn't ready for the deflection of what she did, which is how she out-pettied him. She took those 80,000 pennies, gave them to a shelter for abused women, and in return of her nice gesture, she got a GoFundMe or whatever it was of $47,000 back to her. Who got the last laugh? The man that paid $800 for the pennies, or the woman with the $47,000 for her daughter's future in college? Let's work together. Families, be together, or it's gonna get petty. And I'm gonna be there to talk about it and present it to y'all. See y'all later.
Man, pussy ain't nothing but a long-term robbery. It's just a reason for a woman to keep robbing you over and over and over in different ways. I want to go out to eat. Robbery. We don't ever do nothing. Robbery. Can we go on vacation? Robbery. It's just a robbery over and over. So I get how some men could get to the point where they hate their wives. It's just a natural thing when somebody can legally take advantage of you over. And just imagine if you went somewhere and every time you went there, somebody robbed you. It's the same lady. She just kept robbing you and taking your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what pussy is. Pussy is a long-term robbery, and you better acknowledge what the fuck I'm saying in the world. And I got evidence. Today I read an article about a man who was obviously a good man because he pays his child support. All you Jimenez out there, you know what I'm talking about. What is a Jimenez? A Jimenez is a man who fights for the rights of respectable men, and that's what I am. I'm a Jimenez. So all you Jimenez, this lady pulls up to one of our fellow Jimenezism activists, pulls up to his house, or he pulls up to her house, excuse me, a little tipsy. He pulls up to his ex-wife's house, makes his last child support payment in all pennies. $8,000 worth of pennies. When you talk about taking our power back, do you know how gratifying it would have been to sit there and have to watch this bitch count her money to make sure it's all there? So anyway, the disrespectful thing about this, my fellow Jimenez, is the fact that she gave the money away. How is it legal for a woman that is being paid child support by a man who worked for this money, why is it legal for her to just give it away? She gave it to a shelter for battered women. Now, hey, I donate to shelters for battered women, so I say help women who've been abused all day long. I'm for that. But this woman that's donating to the cause is actually abusing herself. She's an abuser. She's abusing her power. She's taking child support, which is supposed to be support for a child, and giving it away. That shouldn't be legal. If you get government aid, you can't spend that on what you want to spend it on. You can go to jail if you try to buy tobacco with food stamps. If you try to take a Section 8 voucher and rent a hotel room in Vegas with it. You just can't misuse your child's father's money because you hate him. Remember, you chose to lay down with him. You chose to open your legs. You chose to get pregnant. Then you chose to keep the baby. How can you hate a decision you made? God. Hey, we're back. Man, what's going on with these crazy seagulls, B?
So now there's seagulls in Europe that are targeting people, and like they're taking their drugs. They're taking their it's not weed because I'm not
Spice.
Spice. It's called spice. Thank you.
For those of y'all who don't know what spice is a synthetic form of weed. It's created with cannabinoids that are meant to replicate a weed high, and it's sprayed onto vegetation or shrubbery, so you can roll it and smoke it like marijuana. But it's synthetic. A few years ago, people were going crazy and losing their minds off this shit, and apparently in England, seagulls have gotten a hold of.
Yeah, so one seagull dove down and got some dudes on accident because he had it on like some food, and the seagull got high. So then the seagull, after he unhide himself,
imagine being high and flying high in the sky.
That's crazy.
He went back to the other seagulls and was like, "Yo, my dude,
Chirp, chirp.
you want to get this feeling?
Chirp, chirp, chirp."
Right.
So now the seagulls are literally targeting and going after these people's drugs
Hilarious.
to get a good high.
And I also read in the article that they've been dive bombing people.
Yes.
Just
And
out
there's
of the
nothing you
sky,
can do.
torpedoing people with their beak.
Their beaks are so strong and like sharp, like they'll cut you.
So they're hallucinating, right? Like they
hallucinating.
right. Okay. So the highest shit just beak diving.
I wonder.
Beak diving on these motherfuckers.
I want to hear a seagull speak. If we could like put a machine on them to hear them what they got. Hey, like yo, this is high, like eagle high.
Hilarious. Man, when they get the munchies, imagine getting the munchies and having to hunt for your food.
Ooh.
Smoking weed is something we could do because we're domesticated human beings. We have societies
Right.
with stores in them. We can walk down to the liquor store, buy chips, go to the grocery store, buy some meat and cook it. But imagine having the munchies
As a seagull.
and then having to hunt for your food.
So the difference, right, in having the munchies as a seagull and not, what kind of food are you hunting now?
Well, it doesn't matter because your aim is off now. Right. You're high.
But like you want, like normally, like if we're high, we want like more sweets possibly or something more snack as opposed to not being high. You might cook some dinner.
Right.
So what's a seagull hunting now instead of what it normally eats? That's crazy.
Right. They at pet stores trying to get
That's what I'm
goldfish.
saying. So from rats, no, do seagulls eat rats? No, they eat like
Nah,
fish. What do they eat?
seagulls eat lunchtime food because I remember at lunchtime they was always
Lunchtime
there.
Yeah,
food.
Cheetos, I know.
Poop on
I threw a whole bag of Cheetos.
Them niggas is born high. They're born high. They eat high food.
Do you think they laugh at us when they poop on us?
They might.
Of course.
I've pooped on before. Yep.
Like, I got them, look at them.
They got aimers in their ass. They know how to shit on something.
I got Uzi.
That's a
spray one
funny, I don't want to say the word, but joke for another community.
ass aimers.
You got,
I mean, they're smarter than we give them credit for.
time. I
Hey,
believe so.
they're smart. And, I think that's very interesting. Animals doing drugs is always a crazy concept. I remember my auntie Pam. She has a poodle named Bentley. And my Uncle Frank is a weed smoker like my dad, and he left a bag of weed out just about 10 years ago at like a family gathering. And, this bag of weed magically came up missing, and Bentley ate it.
Yeah.
And Bentley was darting through the house, running into shit,
That's funny.
falling down. Like animals can't handle drugs.
We can't handle drugs.
We can't handle drugs. But yeah, so it's always funny. Drug use in animals is cruel, but it's still funny.
I'm gonna ask you: is that abuse when you get your animal and you hold by the face and blow the weed in their mouth?
Right.
Is that abuse? Because I see people do that shit all the time.
I mean, if they kiss their dog in the mouth, what's wrong with blowing weed in the mouth?
that's in the white community.
That is, but I'm just saying.
I mean, we already destroy animals when we domesticate them. We destroy their survival skills and their abilities to operate independently.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
said
why-
you can't release them.
Yeah.
But see, that's why I was giving back to nature. When I had a dog, we were done with it, so I sent it off into the world.
You just let it go.
I said, go out there.
How
and
old
be
was
with
this
nature.
dog you were done with?
Maybe like about a year or two. It was like a small new dog, but like a big small new dog. It was.
Where'd
it
you
was
release it to?
into the nature?
To another
went into-
neighborhood.
Nature. No, to nature.
You went to another neighborhood.
He
no.
went,
We
went to Pacoima.
We took him to the woods and we said, go. Be free, because we know that dogs.
He went to the
both
orange
natures.
groves in
Yeah,
Riverside.
You basically fed that dog to coyotes.
Basically.
Yeah.
But
That's
I thought
cold.
it was nature. Like, dogs in nature.
That's
The
cold
circle of
blooded.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, animals, domesticated animals can't survive in the wild, man.
No, I'm learning that now.
You know what I mean? They still waiting on that food shake sound.
Think about it like this.
Yeah.
If we was wild back in the day, we don't have wild survival skills no more.
None at all. I mean, look, could you imagine just being a dog that had a family for 9 years, then they let you go,
A big small.
and now you're hungry? What normally the signifier to getting food is you pull out the
bag.
dog food, and you shake it, and they run to you. There's
Right.
an animal out there waiting on the shake,
There's a waiting for the shade.
starving.
What do you feel about homeless people that have dogs?
I don't understand it.
Why not?
Where did you get the dog from?
So, at some point, are you gonna eat the dog? Like, are you that hungry? Because I don't understand. Like, how do you feed the dog and yourself? You're hungry, but
and you only have enough food for one.
Homeless people get food stamps, though. Let's not
They
confuse
do.
being homeless with starving.
They do get food stamps.
They get that $300 a month in GR and $100 in food stamps.
One dude told me, the park I used to work out at in North Hollywood, the homeless dude told me I was dumb because he goes, you're wasting all your money in rent and bills.
Right.
He said, all my money goes to my vices.
Is it wrong not to want to invite your homeless friends to parties and to hang out? Because I feel like they're party poopers. Like, I get you're homeless, nigga, but let's have a good time.
yo,
today.
please shower first. That's crazy.
Can you come here clean, nigga? Because, I mean, last time.
But at least they gonna come with alcohol.
Is it wrong to invite somebody that's homeless to, like,
A house
an
party?
event? Right.
Yeah. It's
We're having a housewarming party? Yeah, it's wrong.
What are you bringing? What'd you bring to the housewarming party?
Because as soon as you find out somebody's homeless, it's like, it's a party pooper.
It is. It's a
That's
downer.
funny. The crack dogs ain't regular dogs?
Crack
No,
dog?
they're addicted to cocaine.
Because them dogs don't never bark. Homeless dogs don't bark.
Because they're tired and weak.
When you're homeless, and I'm not talking about somebody that just don't have a place to go for a couple of days, they in between places trying to get their shit together. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
Homeless.
relevant, real deal, Holyfield homeless.
Like where you've combined 2 to 3 different tents. Where are they getting these tents from?
Yeah, no.
You can't buy a tent on EBT.
right,
cannot.
right.
And tents ain't cheap
Should you be allowed to throw a party
if you're homeless.
So, but where's the party held at?
What,
And would you go to a homeless party? Let's just
Where's
wait.
the party held at?
Because some of these homeless tents are dope. Like remember that
see
when we was in
them motherfuckers?
when we was in Hollywood that
These
one
are
time,
mansions.
and the dude had like 4 or 5 tents. He had it like
Right.
decked out. Would you stop by?
So what do you bring to the,
Would
to
you
the homeless
stop by the
housewarming
crib?
warming party? Like,
hey
what do
man,
you
stop
bring
by the
there?
crib. Where is it at today?
What if he's like, I'm on the grill?
I'm on the grill.
And you know what
Like,
I've
did you
noticed?
wash your hands though?
They sweep around their
They
area
do
too
sweep.
to keep it clean.
They do keep
Homeless
it
don't mean dirty.
No, it does not mean dirty. Shout out to the homeless.
If you are capable and homeless, the government should take something from you. Take your birthday. Take something that you should have to earn back.
What if they tested a homeless broad and a non-homeless broad, and the non-homeless broad had more STDs than the homeless?
I believe it.
And
possible.
and then the homeless broad looks at her and goes, "Ooh, you so
So
dirty."
that should be
Dirty.
that should be the punishment for catching an STD, being
Gotta
homeless.
be
I
homeless.
like that. I like that.
That actually works for
I
me.
like that. I knew this one bad homeless broad one time.
But did you smash?
And that was all I had to say about that.
Would y'all smash a homeless person if
I
you knew
would.
they was like
You gotta clean her up
STD
though.
clean?
Give her a shower. You know what I mean? Throw in a shower, clean her up. What's the difference after a shower? whether she's homeless or not.
Right.
I'm just saying, she's still a human being, right?
Yeah. Well, you bird bath a lot when you're home.
You know what I mean? But I'm in the full shot.
Everybody bird baths before. The more
Whole
hoe,
bath.
the more hoe you are, the more you hold
Hose,
bath.
whole bath. Hose, wash vagina and armpits.
Yeah, all the extremities be clean on whole bathers.
Yes, yes.
They never get
Her
the-
knees be dirty, but that vagina be clean.
just don't lick a neck because it's gonna be salty than motherfucker. But the vagina be clean.
Yeah, they should take something away from you. You know, birthday, last name. Like you should. You should have to
Your
earn
last
that back.
name?
If you don't have an apartment or a house,
Yes.
you shouldn't be able to celebrate a birthday.
Give me your social security number away.
It's something.
That is
Take
true.
that away.
I don't know.
You can't go anywhere.
Anyway,
Where you gonna go anyway?
I'm just saying. What the fuck you gonna do?
God. How long was that? That shit.
They got seagulls. So if y'all don't know, over in the UK, seagulls are attacking people for their drugs. And they getting away with it. So is this a high crime on high times? If a bird really wants to take something from you, what is your chances of survival? Now everybody be like, I'll swing on it. But really, would you? Because a beak can pierce some skin. And I know I don't like getting cut. I'm a sensitive person. I don't like getting shots. When they say, let me draw your blood, I'll be like, let me dig in my nose real hard and give you that blood. It's the same blood with just less pain. I'm just saying, what you got to stab me for? Blood is blood, my dude. It's more natural from my nose than from my finger anyways. Don't take it from my arm. It hurts. Now I got to walk around with this thing. People think I'm doing hair run. I ain't doing no hair run. But you got to be careful, man. If you go to UK and you got some weed or some spice on you, then just know them seagulls is out to get y'all, man. They diving. What you going to do from a deep dive? Now, if you're a woman, you have a better chance of surviving because y'all know how to ditch some deep dives. Because I know I've been turned down a lot. I was trying to deep dive and she said no. She hit me with the hey. I got a headache. I don't want your head anyway.
Seems like everybody getting high these days. High is the way. Even the birds is getting high. High in the sky. There's a synthetic weed going around called spice. It's where you can lace your food with anything nice that you want to eat, and you can smoke that shit, right? Apparently, the seagull has been having a rough time in life, and I guess it felt like today is the day they're finished and they want to get high. So the seagull deep dived with his beak and grabbed some weed or something synthetic weed off of this man's plate, and when it tasted it, it got the itch. You know the itch, the heroin itch, the crack itch. I'm coming back again for the shit itch, right? So this seagull has now turned into a dude that likes to get high and told other seagulls the same thing. Now, this weed, synthetic weed, makes you hallucinate, right? So we got the man who's hallucinating off the weed plus the bird hallucinating. Wouldn't that be funny if there was a scenario where the man was selling the bird weed? So the bird walks up to the man and he speaks to him because he's hallucinating in American. Can I get some weed? Let me get a 10. And then the man who's selling the weed to the bird hears, and that meant, I'm gonna be right back with your 10. This is the life that we live in, where birds is getting high, humans is getting high, we're all getting high because we're living in a tough time. Now, hey, my motto is don't get high, but if you're gonna get high, get bird high.
So apparently in England, there's this ragtag gang of destructive seagulls robbing drug dealers. This is I never would have thought I would have seen a bird version of Paid in Full. Like where do we get a ragtag gang of drug dealer robbers that are birds? That's the perfect way to commit crime if you can fly, because nobody can catch you. Could you imagine being a criminal that can fly? Bro, you would be so fucking cocky. You could rob a bank, run into the parking lot, and just fly off. I think what's happened is these seagulls have realized the advantage of being able to fly. I can do dope, and nothing's going to happen to me. There's no bird police in the air to pull them over so they can get bird UIs. Could you imagine getting a bird UI? You got to stop flapping. You're just sitting there hovering. How do you do the sobriety test in a bird UI? Like, let me see you land. All right, now quack for me. Now that was a drunk quack. That was an inebriated quack. You got a quack for the police if you're a bird duck criminal. So imagine that, man, being a fucking, if birds had a justice system. I'm in here for shitting on 2 people in the park today, man. I got assault with an anal ejection.
Oh!
A bird justice system, man. Animals don't have justice. It's only 2 things in the animal kingdom. Either you're right or you're wrong. Either I eat you or you get away. There's no in between. Justice is in between. Justice is for people that ain't strong enough to get justice on their own. And most of us aren't strong enough to get our own justice. That's why there's police. Because humans, we take advantage of each other. Animals don't. You can't take advantage of something that you eat after the fight. Nigga, what if we were, I mean, I know we're animals, but what if losing a fight meant you got 8? Nigga, I would be 0. I would never fight if I knew that this. Only people that would be fighting is lesbians. So you mean I get to eat you after I fight you, bitch? I've been fighting all day. I was born to fight. I was born this way. I was born a fighter, bitch.
Hey, you guys, welcome to the RDL, Roast Domino League. All you have to do is click the link below, sign up, and be in our next tournament.
But Craig, how can they get into your tournament?
All they have to do is click the link below, sign up, and you can be in the next tournament. Hey, get out that backyard. Stop playing against family, team up, and show us you're the best.
But Craig, can I play against you and all of your hilarious, famous friends?
Of course you can. All you have to do is click the link below and sign up. If you got game, we want to see it. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God, God.
The chill never with us. That's a thing. I promise you. It's niggas all around me. A few of them lifeguards that probably wanna drown me. But watch me swim. I bet on misses. Not that I gamble on shambles, but we know bitches. Yeah, we know bitches. She be with me, him and her, and drug dealers selling that funny white. You know that real Bill Burr. Foil me with loyalty, still kill purr. Get your bell rung, you held on to Fleetfield fur. I don't know who loves me, I just know who shoves me, and who won't plug me, cause it'll be too lovely. And evil's first. I'm at a bar as my avatar, cause even in the metaverse, I'm still a star. I'm digital cool, I'm into the move. Boss of property on open sea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. I'm digital cool, I'm into the move. Boss of property on open sea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. Her mentality was leopardess. She might have been a Methodist girl, cause she was waiting on God to come back and he was here. Reality is effortless, it's coded in the messages, Earl. It's plenty of fish pulling people in poles off the pier. We're no longer the hunted, it's really about who wants it. Who wants what? We want more. Fuck the dumb shit clear. I'll be at a bar as my avatar, playing Galaga, using bitcoins to buy beer. I'm digital cool, I'm into the move. Boss of property on open sea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. I'm digital cool, I'm into the move. Boss of property on open sea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT.
God, God, God. Champion lover, gonna make it nice tonight. Oh, champion lover, gonna make a tingle right. Oh,
Ting.
they call me Mr. Lubba Lubba.
That's Lubba.
Oh,
Niggas put
Mr. Bombastic, call me fantastic, Mr. Romantic, call me fantastic, romantic. Man,
How you say romantic ugly? Romantic.
romantic? Make it sound like a suicide. Romantic stuff. We found him in the room. He romantic stuff. He died by romantics.
romantic.
I think he was depressed. He romantics himself.
He took too many romantics.
Man, they bringing back a cult classic, man. Color Purple, man. This is
Right. Not bad.
Color Purple is to studs what hoop dreams is to basketball
Yo,
players.
I don't know how we got there.
I
but that was
literally-
hilarious.
That was one of the funny. Hold on. That was hilarious. You got to say that again.
Please. Caught me way
Color
off guard.
Purple is to studs what hoop dreams is to basketball players.
Damn.
It's they shit. It's at the top of every stud's list of movies you got to see to be a part of the movie.
That has to be
said
the
it all.
clip.
You ever
that
been?
you post.
You ever been to a Scientology meeting?
I have.
They got this movie they show you
Yep.
to try to indoctrinate
Yes,
you.
nigga, you saw it too? You saw it?
Hell yeah, they
Oh
shut
my
the door.
God. Yes, they shut the door on your ass.
It's dark as shit and
Yep.
quiet, and
Oh
you're
my
looking
God.
at this movie.
Yep, they had a movie and it was flashing different like scenes, and they're trying to like get you. I guess to
Hold on.
to
So-
brainwash yourself or something.
Yes.
Right.
It's crazy, man.
One more time.
Hey man, the color purple is to studs what hoop dreams is to basketball players. It's the indoctrination into the culture. And it was written by a very smart, intelligent, and must I say, beautiful Asiatic black woman.
Hey,
Her face is incredible. A woman by the name of Alice Walker wrote this movie.
hey, Alice.
Okay, it won a Pulitzer Prize in 1982.
Yes.
Now, in the original film, a lot of people don't know because the version we saw is different than the book she won the prize for. The version she saw had Celie and the other broad in a full-blown lesbian relationship.
Getting it in.
But in the movie, they just dwindled it to a kiss.
That's because back then,
What Suge Avery, what did you say?
No, that's what it was. Yeah, 'cause
Suge Avery.
It during that time, it was not. It was very passe, and a lot of churches held a lot of boycotts. It was actually open with a lot of boycotts.
Wow.
that's because it was a different time.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Now,
A couple little known facts about the movie is Steven Spielberg is the director of the movie, but Alice did not want him to direct it.
Because he's white.
Because he's white. Now the connection is he's Jewish. But the connection is Quincy Jones is the producer of this movie.
Yeah.
Friends with her, friends with Steven Spielberg. So the way he was able to get her to accept Spielberg as the director, and at the time, Spielberg had only done like sci-fi and action. He
Right.
did E.T. and he did Jaws.
You said EBC.
Not EBT.
EBT.
He did it for
reload
cheap.
mine,
That's
please?
that's when a director does a movie for a low cost. It's called EBT.
Jaws is why I still don't
In
jump
exchange
into
for
deep
something to
waters.
So at the time, he only had Jaws
And E.T.
and E.T. as his blockbuster hit, and also Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
So Miss Walker had some very warranted concerns. She's like, this is not an action movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So what Quincy told her to get her to accept the legend Spielberg as a director is, hey, he did E.T. Did he have to, what are you saying? He had to be an alien to be able to direct E.T.?
Touche.
Because she wanted somebody that had the black American experience. I still agree with her. I think she was right, but it turned out great because Spielberg is a legend.
I
And,
mean, I can understand her concern though.
Yeah. Spielberg did a great job.
Oh, he
Why
did
would I
phenomenal.
all understand the concern?
how would a white man understand the nuances of stud beginnings?
Stud beginning. Of stud beginning.
But
Lord.
Quincy
Oh,
Jones was
God.
the producer.
I'm not about to do this entire segment with you and the studs.
The beginning.
Oh my God.
Hey, Whoopi
Yeah.
Goldberg auditioned for the film in a really dope way. At the time, she was definitely an actress, but she was more focused on stand-up. The way she got the movie was she invited Spielberg's wife to a comedy show, and she wrote a whole bit about E.T. being on drugs.
Oh wow, okay. Wow,
And that's what got her invited to audition for the movie.
but isn't he on drugs? He's an alien. One thing
E.T. definitely. Anytime you see a motherfucker's finger
glowing, right?
that's that ain't
All on drugs, apparently.
That's a chemical addiction or
Right.
something.
You know how impressive that is to
a
be able to
finger
write a
Oh.
set, knowing a director's about to come see you
Right.
to book a role.
Whoopi Goldberg is legendary. People don't talk about her enough.
Her one woman show is amazing.
When they
She's
talk
awesome.
about the greatest female, now she's one of the greatest comedians, period. She's the greatest female comedian ever.
I believe it.
Second to none.
Yeah.
But think of like that. We're gonna come see you. Bet I'm gonna write this set
Just
and I'm
for that.
gonna book a movie off of that alone.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Not they
Shout out to
saw you
Whoopi,
and they
man.
want to get you. You wrote it for it.
Big
Right.
shouts to Whoopi.
That
man,
is
representing.
dope. People don't understand that. That's
Did
amazing.
you just say Whoopi? Like, did you?
I mean, that's what the name is. Whoopi. You think her real name is Whoopi?
No, I don't.
She-
or Goldberg.
Yeah. Whoopi. She did that because you're having a good time listening to me, and Goldberg for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Her name is Keisha
They wanted people.
Williams.
She wanted people to think she was a happy Jewish woman. Whoopi.
Yo, the nigga, Craig almost sold me on believing
Whoopi.
that on the Whoopi.
You don't think
That's funny.
that's what it is? Whoopi.
You think so?
Of course. Where else have you heard Whoopi?
Whoopi. Whoopi cushion?
You got the answer, Sarah?
No, but I'm about to find it out.
Yeah,
No,
find it out.
that's actually really wow. I never thought about that. Whoopi.
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 Oprah didn't
funny.
think she got the role, so when she did the audition, Oprah Winfrey didn't get a call back from the producer for months. So she enrolled herself in a weight loss camp.
Because of
She
that?
was going to go, because she gained weight to audition for the role.
Oh,
She got
snaps.
bigger. When she didn't think she got the role, she spent her money enrolling in a weight loss camp in Wisconsin.
Wow.
And right before she was about to leave, she got the call, and the producer said, "Hey, where you at? You're in a weight loss camp. Don't lose that weight. You got the part."
You got to be fat.
Yes.
Than you were.
Romantic.
Skinnier.
Call me
Romantic.
fantastic.
Nah, remember when 50 Cent lost all that
Yeah,
weight for that
and-
movie?
yep,
No one
yep.
watched it?
That was crazy.
I like 50 Cent. Shout out 50 Cent.
Shaka Khan and someone we paid tribute today, Tina Turner, both turned the role down
Wow.
of Suge Avery.
Really?
Yes, they both got offered that role, and they both turned it down.
Well, I will say I like the Suge they chose.
I
She
did
was
too.
third in line.
And pretty
but she
than a
was
motherfucker.
dope. And pretty.
She was amazing.
And when she did that little hump move, when she like spread her legs, she was like hump, hump, hump.
Yeah.
I felt.
How'd
I
she
felt
do
that. She went hump, hump, hump.
And do you know her actual last name is Avery too?
Is it?
Yes.
See, look at God. It felt
Everything
right in
she
place.
did in that movie was dope. She was beautiful.
You know,
Oh, my
and her
gosh.
last scene, that song she sang, really was emotional.
God is
She
trying
did
to
her
make
thing.
some.
Yes,
that was
that was
Tata
dope.
Vega.
You talking about
I don't
sister,
know.
not sister?
No,
Sister.
was dope also though. You know what I mean? But the last song when she sang to her dad that didn't want to hug her at the end. and
Oh,
hugged her,
yeah, when
because-
she busted
because
the
she
church.
was-
too.
because
Oh,
she was-
yeah.
yes, that was the dopest song, man. She did a thing, man. That was a really good movie.
The Color
Shout out to
Purple.
everybody there. It's gonna rain on your head.
100% agree.
So I will say this. This might be the first remake or redo
Yes.
that I'm actually willing to go see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there.
Which other ones did you not want to go see?
Every other single.
I've never seen a musical in the theaters.
That's interesting.
I've only seen them when they come on TV randomly.
Yeah.
Well, musicals, I usually fast forward the singing part.
I take that
Are you
back.
serious?
When we were in high school, they dropped that
Oh.
Shakespeare movie.
Carmen. No,
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
No.
Oh, right. It's called Oh, right.
No, that's Othello.
Othello, okay.
They
Okay.
dropped this. Remember, they dropped the Romeo and Juliet musical when we was in high
Like
school.
Romeo and Juliet.
No, I was gonna say the
Sex on
only
the
one I
planet just to
didn't
get you wet.
was Karma.
Carmen.
The hip hopstra.
Carmen, hip hop
That's trash.
track.
Because that's when Beyonce had first came out as Pretty, and
Pretty.
I watched that. Let them sing to me and all that, and she was a cheating whore on her husband
God
or
damn.
boyfriend or whoever it was. But no, like remember the Karate Kid when
Yeah.
Jaden Smith came back? I
didn't like that.
I
You
didn't
know
see
why I
the
can't watch
Karate
it?
Kid was terrible.
First of all, because he was a elementary school kid.
He was tight.
You cannot have the type of anger
Yeah.
and hatred that you had that they had because these kids, when they did the original Karate Kid, were in high school.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a different type of hate.
Jaden had
that
little tiny muscles.
They didn't have nothing.
Right.
Look at this man.
They were angry.
Right.
Don't come into our town, you new weird looking kid.
I haven't seen it.
You shouldn't want to see it.
No, I'm talking about the original.
Oh, the original one was pure racism.
Yeah, you know what? If you go back and watch those, there's a lot of racist shit being said.
And they,
The
bro,
most.
they could have hired some real martial artists.
Yeah.
The Cobra Kai were so angry. Them kids couldn't carry that anger.
Those kids were on methamphetamine before we knew what meth was.
Yeah, these were
I loved the original.
and all the white dudes look like Buddy Limbeck.
And they all thought they knew karate.
I thought I was seeing Charles in Charge in the theater when I went to see it. I'm like, what?
And he's like,
You can't tell me Karate Kid don't look like Charles, and all his enemies look like Buddy Limbeck.
Exactly.
But all white dudes thought they knew karate after that.
So, but I mean, on top of the Color Purple thing, which I think is dope because it's going to be good, it seems to be good. But there are so many remakes that they continuously do now.
White Man Can't Jump?
White Man Can't Jump was a bad one, right?
I don't want to see it.
House Party.
I didn't
Did
see
y'all
it.
see that one?
Right.
I saw House Party. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like the originals. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we have to leave these films alone and just let them age gracefully and stop trying to make these shits over. You know what I mean? Everyone's not Puff Daddy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, when they shot the movie,
Yes, sir.
Color Purple, the original, Spielberg was having some issues with Oprah because she was a young actress and she kept looking into the camera.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that
So
happened.
remember, she was a talk show.
That's right.
Right.
So that's what she's used to.
No, this was actually kind of a little bit. She was on her rise, like.
But she was still a talk show host.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what she.
she wasn't in syndication yet, but I understand what you're saying.
But
No,
she's-
but that don't have nothing to do with her looking at the
Right.
camera.
Yeah.
Her looking at the camera because that's what you're supposed to do as a talk show host.
Right.
Direct. Like comedians, a lot of times when we get booked for stuff, we look into the camera.
Not supposed to do it.
But when you do a comedy set, you're supposed to perform not just for the audience there, you're supposed to perform for the TV
But
audience.
for the live
TV,
one.
right.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of us look right in the camera, like, hey, stop looking at the camera. I
It's
didn't.
me.
Do you know who actually was the person that was considered with Oprah Winfrey
Who?
to get it?
Who?
Sophia could have been played by Alfre Woodard.
Sophia?
Who is
Sophia?
Alfred Wood? That's a man.
You don't know who Alfre Woodard is?
So is it
That's
You
a
never
man.
seen Holiday Heart? You never seen like Alfre Woodard been a family that
Alfred?
prays? A family that prays?
These sound like C.
What?
Alfred? Like,
Oh, like country,
Alfre Woodard. When I look her up, you're gonna be like, oh, her.
hold up. Was it old girl that played in
No, you know her.
When you see her, you're gonna be. This is
Oh,
Alfre
yeah,
Woodard right
her.
here. You know that wig.
Yeah, I know that wig. Yes. I
This
know
was
the wig.
this movie, The Color Purple, was actually Oprah and Whoopi Goldberg's first movie.
sure was.
There was their movie debuts.
Actually, it was. It
Sure
sure.
was.
Yeah. So
It was a great debut for them both.
Yeah.
You know.
it's the first PG-13 movie to be nominated for an Oscar. It's also the most nominated movie not to win an Oscar.
Wow.
No Oscar.
It got 11 nominations
Wow.
and nobody won.
Ne'er win.
Not
Not
a
near,
near.
not
near
near,
nutter.
Not a
nigga,
near,
not near,
what a-
nobody, not near.
They didn't know there.
Not a no.
That's crazy.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
Did you want the information about the
Wow.
Whoopi Goldberg's name?
Yeah, go ahead. What's Whoopi? Let's get the. Why do they call Whoopi Whoopi? I bet you guys have something to do with Whoopi cushion.
Whoopi was born Karen Elaine Johnson,
Oh, here
a
she
name
goes.
much more practical than her stage name. Being a comedian, Whoopi wanted to change her name to something funny. So instead of sticking with Karen, she changed it to Whoopi because of a whoopee cushion.
That's what you said.
Yes, sir.
Whoopi.
So where did you adopt the Family Feud or the Price is Right voice or the Wheel of
Oh.
Fortune voice? 'Cause that's definitely pretty cool. Good job.
Thank you. I used to be the reader at church.
Okay. At church.
I was never, ever nominated as the reader anywhere.
Yeah. Reading is fundamental, and I don't have those fundamentals. It was rap. It was out loud reading.
Oh, yeah. Out loud reading is different.
So who's this new musical? Who's it starring? What should we look forward to?
Yeah.
Huh? Who? Talk to us.
What was that? Was that Haley? Is that Bailey?
See,
Yeah, but she's not even the first. She's not.
Oh, but she.
Okay, but Fantasia is. So let's start there with
Fantasia is playing Whoopi's character.
Shout out Fantasia.
Fantasia, look,
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you happen to watch this show, I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
I'm 256 right now. By the time we meet, I'll probably be 235. I am offering a pounding,
A pounding.
a pelvic pounding. I am one of your biggest fans. I've been attracted to you for almost 20 years. I've seen some of the men you've dated.
So you're giving her an invitation
Please.
to Pound Town?
I
Fantasia.
would love, because I know you ain't had poverty dick in a long time.
She's married.
Is she?
Is she?
Yeah, she's
Oh.
married to a light skin.
Happily.
So I'm saying I could have had you.
Yeah, I could have
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Had you.
You're telling me that's a chance. Well, Fantasia, if you ever do, Lord willing, you don't get a divorce, please hit my guy Craig up.
Hit me up.
That's it.
Are you, man? You got, man. I would just love to,
Yeah.
give you a thrashing. Okay.
Give you a thrash.
Thrashing.
All right.
I'm so proud of the sister. The what's her name?
Haley. No, that's the other one, right?
No,
so there's
Chloe.
two of them, right?
Chloe and
Chloe's
Haley.
the singer. Haley's.
They're both the singers.
I mean, they were in a group together.
Oh,
right there. Haley told you.
They were in a group
Bailey.
together, right?
Oh.
Yeah, her and
They
her sister.
sang. They do
Covers of Beyonce.
Nah, but before that, they
Haley.
No, that's how they got
Haley.
famous
No,
on
no.
YouTube.
no. Okay, is it?
Yes.
So, but then they were singing, and one plays the piano, right,
Yes.
and the guitar or whatever, and then Beyonce got them, and then they split apart.
I'm just telling you
Okay,
from
okay,
YouTube.
okay,
like
got it.
they were little bitty girls.
Haley, listen, Haley.
And they can sing. They were so talented. I remember seeing them as little bitty girls. I was like, yo, these girls are so talented.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so proud to see them doing their
I
thing.
wish I had
Yep.
a little brother, Haley, because you're pretty dope.
Haley.
But
Bailey.
this is my only little thing on this. First of all, do you know the name of the lady who played Nettie? Not played Nettie, the older one. I was talking about who played the young.
No, I liked her. What was her name?
No, but the thing is, that's my point.
Okay.
You didn't know who played the young or the older Nettie, but yet Haley Berry, when she comes in, now all of a sudden the Nettie's character is important.
Hold on. Nettie was played by the same person though, young and old. That's the same lady.
What?
Right.
Oh yeah, she was young. Yeah.
Same lady. Now, Nettie's character was very important to the film.
I'm talking about. Did you know her name?
Nah, we don't be knowing.
That's
that.
what I'm saying. But everybody know this is Haley Berry finna play it.
This is-
Bailey,
this
and then
is-
now it's made it more of an important role.
This is a whole different era, but it's not making it a more important role.
Her
because
name
that-
is
that
hard to
role was
pronounce.
important.
Haley Bailey.
Yeah, it's that.
It's that.
I don't know how to. I'm not even gonna try to butcher.
Let's shout out Nettie for love. because
Akoswa
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Basia.
and that's why no one knew the name because
Busia.
hell,
Akoswa Busia.
shit.
Call him
Akoswa Busia.
This is called a Boosie.
Akoswa Busia.
A coast.
But I'm still proud of Haley.
Very nice name though. It's very
I'm proud
pretty
of her. This dude is untrustworthy. Hey man, your mustache is not supposed to be wider than your lips.
I don't like
Why do you have a
mustache
part
at
in the
all.
mustache?
His mustache
Yeah.
smells, it looks like.
Why does his lip look like the accessory?
Shout out to Coleman Domingo who plays Mr.
His lip look like the accessory.
His lip look like the accessory,
Yeah,
man. Come on.
I
Said,
don't
let me
like
go get the
that.
Steve Harvey and cut it up a little bit.
So is that outfit from that era or is that
Yes.
his new outfit of what he wears?
Is this a character?
That's a terrible outfit. It's a terrible outfit. It's gotta be.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's
He
crazy.
has double neck fur.
Yeah.
That made me nervous.
It looked
The
like
door open?
the
No,
side of a
because I'll tell you later.
look like this. Look like the side of two raw burger patties.
He looks like I don't.
This nigga got hung on a.
Yeah, I'm like, you
on a
never, I
roll.
don't want to say that. I don't
He
wanna
looks
say
like
it. He looks like. He looks like.
Anyway, man, Color Purple, man, musical. Make sure y'all support it. I wonder who's directing it.
Yeah, check out. Who,
Do we know who the director
Spielberg?
Steven Spielberg is the
Hey.
director.
Is he for
Taraji
real?
P. Hey, baby.
I think Taraji's dope.
Indeed, she is.
Taraji is gonna play a good Sugar Avery just because she's Taraji.
My favorite
wrong.
Taraji is still by far Baby Boy.
Corey Hawkins.
Yours, huh?
This is like his first
Harpo.
gig.
Remember that? It's gonna rain on your head.
No. He was
Harpo.
He was in the Heights.
Oh, he's playing Harpo. What, man?
go back down a little bit.
Remember Harpo was getting beat.
He's Dr. Dre.
Oh, Dr. Dre.
he-
Why is he playing Harpo? Why is he playing Harpo? Harpo is a...
Yeah, he's not.
Oh, you're a
Harpo.
goofy nigga.
How's well? They're
was-
trying to overly hype Harpo now, but Harpo was getting beat by the ladies back then. Right?
He was getting his ass whooped.
Whooped.
Oh, he looked like he could get his ass beat.
He does though, right?
Now you know who they should have had. That dude. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me look up real quick. He did LeBron James show. He was a basketball player.
They should have had JB Smooth.
JB Smooth play Harpo.
Mouth like that. Harpo, relax your mouth. Harpo, relax your mouth.
Wait. Let's recast it right now. Who would y'all have playing Harpo?
I would probably have...
I would have Orlando. What's that nigga name?
Orlando
What's the dude's
Brown,
name?
nigga?
Sorry. What's it? Orlando Brown as Harpo. Let him play Harpo for a little while.
Who would play Harpo? I think... What is...
A young. He was in. I can't even think of his.
I would have
name.
Steve Urkel play Harpo.
Leslie Jones.
You st-
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones is Harpo. God!
Oh.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
Oh my God. All right, Harpo, I guess.
Who else
I would
we
think
got?
of a younger person. Okay, let's see. Okay, so who would you have play Seeley?
Seeley, I would probably have... Well, yeah, I think Fantasia's good for Celie.
Yeah, I think she's good for
She's a little thicker than Celie was.
Yeah.
Celie got ass now.
Celie got ass.
Low.
Well, who would play Mr.?
Mr. is...
I mean,
I would have Charles Dutton play Mr.
I can see
Charles.
that. But he's a little old. He's too
From
old
Rock?
though. He's too old.
Why don't they
No,
just
I'm
do a
talking
color?
about-
Why don't they just do a sequel? That would be hilarious with all the same. Because they're all alive, right?
No.
Yeah, aren't they?
Most of all the primary characters are alive.
Yeah, because
There's that played in the original?
Yes.
Yeah.
right. Because Danny Glover's still kicking.
Yeah, but
Right.
the daddy, of course, is dead.
Oh, the dad did, but that dude need to die though.
But Lawrence Fishburne could play that part now.
Oh, true.
Wait, Harpo could. Oh,
Well, Lawrence Fishburne was in the original Color.
I know. That's what he graduated now to the daddy.
He got
Right.
to the daddy.
Well, there you go. The Color Purple's coming back. Make sure you guys go support, watch it. God.
There's a lot of remakes coming out. A lot of remakes. Thus far, I think the Whoopi Goldberg. I'm sorry, not the Whoopi, but the purple, Color Purple. The Purple Rain. I'm thinking Prince, but the Color Purple is going to be the best one thus far from what I've seen. I'm not big on musicals, but it does look nice. You know what I mean? But the other remakes, such as like White Man Can't Jump, A House Party, cool, but I'm gonna pass on them, right? But thinking about remakes, if we could remake something, let's remake The Best Girl That Ever Gave Me Head. Can we make her to come back to my life? Because I'm missing her. Can she come back, please? Can we remake The Pandemic so I can go back to getting free money and just sitting inside when no one's at? Let's remake that, please. These are the remakes that I want, okay? How about some other remakes that we can all figure out that'd be the best thing for this community in this world? Let's remake the fact that Silence is the remake that I wanted to make. see how I flipped it on niggas. They didn't realize what I was doing right there with the silent movement I was pushing for the remake of things. Sometimes you got to remake shutting the fuck up because no motherfuckers don't shut up no more. All they do is damn talk, right? So my thing is shut your ass up so we can remake things that need to be remade, which is silence, all right? But anyways, watch The Color Purple. Get out there, check it out, support it. You know what I mean? And one love. That's it.
They're making a remake of The Color Purple. Everything you touch. Nah, I do look forward to this remake. It's the first and only remake I've ever looked forward to. White Man Can't Jump out right now. I ain't watching that. Spit on that. You still can't jump? The Karate Kid. I'm still mad at the Karate Kid. You're only 7 years old. How you got hate in your heart at 7? These guys were 17 years old. They had real hate. They had hate and they had racism. Come on, man, get out of here with that. I don't like remakes, but I will watch this. You know why? Because one, I love Taraji P. Henson. I love her in Baby Boy. Not that I love the movie that much. It's the first time she showed her boobs, and I watch it all the time. And yes, I love boobs. Why shouldn't I? I'm a thoroughbred lesbian. I am a lady dude. So I love Taraji and the young chick Haley. She's an amazing, phenomenal singer, and Fantasia's in there, and we know she can sing. So I do look forward to The Color Purple, man. They say it's giving black people a bad name. No, I say, well, I can't call no filmmakers out because they might want to put me in something. So every black movie out is awesome. Every single one. All of them. The only thing black people ever did bad was that song on the internet called It's So Cold in the D. It's so cold in the D. Give peace. It's all on a mind. Rapping, doing. It was so bad that it got good.
Exactly.
That is the only thing that set black people back. It's so cold in the D. But my message is, man, do I like remakes? No. But if they said, Deshaun, do you want to be in a remake? Yes. Yes, I will. I'll be in Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'll be in Police Academy. I'll be in Police Academy 6. I'll be in Home Alone. You cast me in something, listen, people, I'll be in it. Color Purple, I'm coming to see y'all.
They remade The Color Purple and made it a musical. Yay. That's dope. Always good to see black actors act. I don't even think acting is real because I've been trying to book a gig for years. Ain't nobody fucking with me. How come I didn't hear about this audition, Color Purple people? Huh? Where do they get these auditions? Nigga, I'm seeing new films with nigga faces and I had no idea this shit was going on. Why do you keep booking the same niggas over and over and over and over and over? Book me or book one of these guys in here, man. But they remaking The Color Purple, and they got Fantasia, who has some of the prettiest lips in the world, playing Celie. I think she is too pretty to play Celie. She's playing Celie, right? Mm-hmm. She's attractive. She has a big old booty and a beautiful face. You know how many young men gonna be beating off to this movie? Because you know she ain't wearing no panties. It wasn't no panties in the 1920s. She gonna have Fantasia on screen in a sundress with no panties on. It wasn't no ass clapping in the first Color Purple. I'm gonna be in that theater. She gonna run. I'm gonna hear ass clap. It ain't supposed to be no ass claps in The Color Purple, man. Fantasia got a twerk booty, not a 1920s period piece about equality booty. Only ugly bitches fight for equality. All the pretty ones is too busy getting dick. Fantasia's too pretty to be in this movie, man.
Oh my God.
That's gonna make shit awkward. They doing a serious ass scene and Fantasia ass just clap. Like, oh my bad, my ass. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I ain't got no panties on. It's 1926 in the movie. I can't put no panties on. That's probably in her contract, man. You bet this bitch better not have no panties on. No, fuck it. Pantyless movie. Because women wore drawers and slips in the 1920s. They didn't wear no panties. Bloomers. You know what I'm saying? What no panties? What no thongs? Just ass and air.
Whoa.
We got to get back to that, ladies. We got to get back to ass and air. Stop wearing panties. You got to be fuck ready when you hang out with me. You got to be fuck ready. Anything might happen. We might get 15 minutes alone. We got to be able to take advantage of that. A panty takeoff, we lose in 30 seconds of fuck time. You know what I can do with that 30 seconds? Bitch, I can call somebody and they not answer. I can get in my car, realize I don't have my keys, and get back out of it in 30 seconds. But we got to waste that on you taking your panties off when you could have just been fuck ready.
Right. That is great.
Men, we are always fuck ready. If it's a woman in here tonight that say, hey, when everybody else leave, we fucking, I'm ready. I don't have to do no pampering or no unstitching and nothing. I can fuck through my pants. I have fucked a woman with my pants on through them. It's called grinding. If you ain't never grinded, I don't know what to tell you, but grinding is what people do who can't afford to have their own place. And I did a lot of grinding before that. I have a grinding body count. It's separate. It's separate than my regular body count. I know how many women I've almost fucked. How many niggas know how many women they've almost fucked? Anybody can tell you who they fucked, but who can tell you? A special nigga can tell you who he's almost fucked. I got names, dates, and addresses. Almost fucking is way more complicated than fucking. It is. God.